after 14 months, we're finally at the finals of this damn 32. Was it 32 is the right number?
Yeah. 32 movies.
32 movies. We got a special bourbon. We got a fun cigar. Welcome to Sticks and Spirits. Tonight on Sticks and Spirits, we crown a comedy champion. Old school versus the Hangover. And we're going to pair the Diesel Worthy Fool with High West Bourye. It is a wild and conflicted as our final movie matchup. Let's start, though, with the Worthy Fool. Another cigar from our good friend, AJ Fernandez, along with one of his friends, Justin Andrews.
We like AJ.
This is part of the trilogy of the, I think it's called the Errant Fool trilogy. Fool's Errand trilogy. Started with Stubborn Fool in 2022, Simple Fool in 2023, and now this one, the Worthy Fool. They all have the same shape, which is a Perfecto. This is from Nicaragua. It's a 5x58 Perfecto. Fat, tapered at both ends with another Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, Nicaraguan Habano binders. Habano means, of course, as you can see, grown in Nicaragua. Full strength, $8 to $9.
Okay.
So not a bad price point.
Feels solid.
It's got some solid to it. It's a diesel cigar. So we've seen diesels before. I don't think we ever had one on the pod, but we've seen them before. And here's what we're drinking today. This is High West, a Park City, Utah distillery. Now think of that.
Interesting.
I don't know if any of you have ever traveled to Utah before.
Been there, done that.
But I've gone to Utah and I've gone to a hotel and I had to join a social club to get a
Correct.
drink.
I was going to say, I thought it was dry.
Yep.
So this opened in 2006, which was the first legal distillery there since 1870.
Wow.
It's a blend
March was last week.
of straight rye whiskeys and straight bourbon whiskeys. Start pouring that. I'm going to have you try it, and then you can put the ice cube in it.
Fair.
Okay? Because I want to see if we can tell the difference. Like a lot of people ask, well, if you're going to blend bourbon and rye, why don't you just have a high rye bourbon? Which I think is a fair question. Let's find out. Because I don't know the answer to that. This is made of 2 ryes, 1 rye from MGP. Everyone remembers MGP, the sourcing out of Indiana, a little bit of Kentucky, which is 95% rye, and then 80% rye actually distilled at High West, and 3 straight bourbon whiskeys, 2 from MGP and 1, they say it's from Kentucky, but with the 78% corn, 10% rye, 12% malted barley. But it is 96 proof, so it's not super high proof. That's why it's okay to try it without ice, at least to start with. All right, what are you guys thinking?
The cigar is very heavy to start for me.
Like, to me, it is a very spicy.
You also got to get through that
Yeah, you got to get the right
nipple, if you will, to get a good draw on it.
Mine is drawn great.
I was
And
thinking,
once you get through that nipple,
the belly button.
very earthy,
Very early.
Yes.
a little espresso, some pepper.
Definitely get the pepper.
On the wrapper, I get a little bit of sweet on the tongue, not on the flavor of the smoke, but a little sweet on my tongue from the wrapper.
I get you get the pepper for
Yeah,
sure.
like when you put your mouth on it, it's sweet, but then this, like when you inhale, like
Yeah.
you get that earthy, peppery taste.
Yep. And now that I've gotten through that little nipple, the flavor's great.
This is not a typical matching. I don't know what to match a Bourye with. Never had a Bourye before.
Right.
Smells good.
It's got a good smells.
Like it smells like it's going to be sweet to me.
That's some good
It's
legs.
got some maple
legs, yeah.
syrup,
Yes.
Yeah.
some almonds.
It smells sweet.
It's got a really
Smells
nice color to it. Rich.
Great legs. Look at it sticking there.
Well,
It's a range.
after one
Well, this
taste
is
of
different. This is
stuff,
different every year, right? They've been making this, I think, since 2009, and it's a little bit different every year. 10-year-old bourbons and ryes in this, by the way.
What do you think of that?
A little sting to it, but it's sweet. Sweeter.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Salted
I think-
caramel. Just now as you tried it, you want to go with your cubes because I just wanted you to get a flavor of
Okay.
what could you pick out.
Because I just think I need it.
I don't know of another mix of bourbon and rye. I know high rye bourbons. I know rye and corn.
Yeah.
But not an actual blend of bourbon and rye. Not even sure why. Just except they consider themselves
Reach,
blenders.
reach.
They think blending is an art. They thought it'd be fun.
Well,
It's not bad.
No, and there's
It's
a
not
lot
bad
of
at all.
floral.
Yeah.
A lot of floral and sweet.
Yes, a lot of floral, a lot of sweet, nice finish.
When you get past the old nipple, it does draw much better.
Way better.
Well, yep.
Hey, just
And I think the flavor intensifies.
It's a
time out.
Well, how do you think they go together? It's there's a lot of big in both of these.
But so far, I'm really enjoying this.
I think that this cuts the earthiness of the cigar because this is a little sweeter. Like
Agreed.
Yeah, I think the bourbon makes the cigar better right now.
now, Tim, I have a question about the construction. So, why do they make the nipple? To be milked, or
It's going to bring a lot of smoke, and then it's going to concentrate it right in through the foot, and you're going to get a different. Like we can't do it.
The base,
Can't do
not the foot, the base.
the head and the foot.
we're
man.
children?
Oh, we are.
We're all
100% sure.
To be clear, if we weren't children, we wouldn't be doing this right now. So,
What do you guys think on that end with the cube now?
Shuni, thank you for asking.
Well, that's enough info. Now let's go back to the movies.
dynamite drop.
I think the cube makes it better, but I like mine chilled. I think it enhances it and enhances the cigar for me.
guys, all right. As we continue to work with this, what's the date today?
4:15.
Tax day.
Tax day.
It's tax day 2026. We dropped our very first episode where we started picking the movies for this pairing on February 21st, 2025.
Wow.
And we
Just for
shot it,
package.
and we shot it 3 or 4 weeks before that because we
Yeah.
were trying to build up
Yep.
a little bit of a
We're
catalog.
slow.
So we've been doing this for a long time.
Which is amazing.
We really haven't.
And not, well,
We've
I
just
mean,
dragged this thing out for a very long time.
I mean, the NCAA does 64 games in 3 weeks. We can't do 32 movies in a year and 3 months. April 15th, tax day 2026. We have finally narrowed it down to 2 movies, Hangover and Old School. Where are you going to start?
I'm gonna go with Hangover for me. Like, let's just open that up. I think that movie when it came out, sitting through that was, it was very unexpected the way that movie took its turns and twists and I feel like it was kind of innovative in the way that they did it. It wasn't the same old comedy, the same old, crew of movies. And how they had to work it backwards, and it kept your attention throughout the whole movie. And there was laughs and a shit ton of unexpected turns in that movie.
Yes.
Um,
And the main guy, the guy that the movie was kind of about, was only in it for like 5 minutes at the beginning and 5 minutes at the end.
and it was sunburned as hell by the
What
end.
do you
of it.
think? Like when he was like, they're like, "Hey, we're gonna cast you the lead, so you're the main character of the story." Oh, sweet! Starts read. I'm only in this for 5 minutes. I'm in.
5 pages on the front, 5 pages on the back. That's what it is. But yeah, um,
But you know what other movie he was in? He was Nicolas Cage's assistant in
National
National
Treasure.
Treasure.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
when he was not the lead,
Where he was not,
Right.
but he was in it more.
He was in it more.
he was in it way more. But yeah, I think there were some really original comedy points throughout Hangover, and I thoroughly enjoyed it from start to finish. That's why it's in the final 2
Or the way it was filmed from finish to start.
Well done.
accurately. And as somebody will tell you that's sitting very close to me, make sure to stay through the end and watch all the pictures that are
Yeah,
through
gotta
the end
watch the
credits.
pictures at the end.
Well, so don't watch on Amazon where they cut that crap out.
Yeah.
It's the first time I watched it.
Fair.
So to Silky's point, I agree. The laughs there were funny. They were original, right? You didn't expect them, that's for sure. When they open the trunk and the dude jumps out and starts like
Kind of the start of King Kong's career.
exactly. That was
To his second career.
Correct.
right.
Correct.
But things you never expect just pop out of that movie. I mean, Mike Tyson's tiger. All of it is like
Mike Tyson drumming.
all of it. Yeah, this is my favorite part. Hold on. I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. I thought the laughs were consistent enough. You know, there was plenty of them in there to make this a top contender. So
I thought Zach Galifianakis was just so good in the movie.
Yeah.
There's so much to talk about. I'll leave some of it to you guys. I'll say this, and then I'll turn over to you guys. The first time we watched it in this matchup, you know, when it was still in the first round, was the second time I watched the movie. And my fear was once you understand the gimmick, which is the night unfolds after,
Right, after.
the movie ends,
Yeah.
and now I know that, will it be as funny? But not only was it as funny the second time, but it was the third time,
Yep.
it
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
fourth time.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just hilarious.
Yeah. And a similar experience for me, Timmy, of I obviously saw, this was one of the few films I saw originally before our podcast, but I hadn't seen it in years. And once this bracket came out, we got to that first matchup and rewatching it, it's hilarious. One of my, Rob Riggle and the police,
Yes.
kind of the start of Rob Riggle, where they taser the fat
In the
stare.
face.
The movie for me too also has one of my favorite lines.
And we're gonna get it again.
Here it comes.
I wish your friends were as mature as you are.
Where they pick him up, aging Dr. Fagan. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I enjoy that movie immensely, and I think it deserves to be here.
So it's one of those friendship movies that you can laugh at and identify with and giggle about. Like that scene, like you rib your good friends that hard. Like
Yes.
there's no safe space for you and your close guy friends. Like you almost feel like if people are starting to be nice to you, like did they get the doctor report that you didn't? Like, am I dying?
What did I do? Or what did I do to make them angry?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Oh, they're mad at me.
yeah, like oh man, they're really nice. They could be mad at me. Like okay, like I'm getting weeded out. This is selection Sunday, and
Guess it's back to being a wolf pack of one.
yeah, exactly.
Dropping water. See.
Yeah. So I mean, this like you said, I hadn't seen it in a while. Watching it again, and I had the same fear. Like, all right, I know what the whole thing's about, but yet the lines hit, the scenes hit, like just when he wakes up and he's missing a tooth, and then you find out he pulled it out himself. Like,
Yep.
yeah, he married the hooker. They got the baby.
Okay.
Like,
So old school. Let's go the same way.
Old school. I don't think I had ever watched it all the way through until this podcast and we had it on there. But watching it all the way through for this was really eye opening to me. And like, oh, wait a minute. When you watch it all together, it's that good classic formula of a buddy group entourage comedy that just runs from start to finish. But just from the opening lines, opening
The
scenes.
opening scene is great.
Yeah, like, you're
I'm
here for the gangbang. And then you've got the Vince Vaughn and the Will Ferrell, and
Yes.
you've got so many well-known actors
Snoop?
now.
Snoop and
Was he in that?
Yeah.
what do you mean?
With his green
it
hair.
was the
Oh, yeah,
entertainment
yeah,
at the party.
I love when Timmy always says the line like, "Hey, what are you gonna do? I might run by Home Depot. Really know what we're gonna be doing today.
It'd be a nice little Saturday. I don't know what's in town.
Thought we were in the trust tree, guys.
Oh, and the
I mean,
trust tree.
Trust tree.
Trust tree was amazing.
The first time I saw this movie was for this pod. And I immediately thought this might be top 2 for me. Like I immediately went.
You said it.
Yeah, this
You
is
said it.
This is a great movie,
Same,
right? This
same.
is top 2 for me.
First time seeing it for me. As
Yeah,
well.
first time. And I liked everything about it. Every character in there reminds me of somebody we all know. I can see that group of people being us easily. And again, although it was one of those, a dumb comedy kind of movie, the laughs are funny. They were fairly original. It wasn't the same thing you see over and over with that group of characters.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed this movie.
Yeah. The scenes, the opening scene, like you had talked about, the gangbang, the earmuffs,
Earmuffs,
Andy Dick trying to teach the girls how to do a proper BJ, the trust tree with the psychiatrist. I'm missing a million of them. There's just so many. I love this movie. It's fantastic.
Yeah. So I'll add, this bracket was the first time I've seen this, and this has easily become one of not just comedy movies of my favorite films. Just overall, like I have come to love this film, and I think Mike said it well. Watching this, and even The Hangover as well, I think about our crew and like which one of us are these characters? Could we do these things? And it just resonates so well. One also scene from the first time I watched it that just I lost it. was when they were tying the things around the pledges.
Yep.
And
Dropping the bricks.
And they're rushing the
Cinder blocks.
yes,
Yep.
yes, and then he gets to the fat guy. Oh my!
Do you trust me? Easy?
You trust that I would make this rope long enough?
I watched it, and I'll never forget. Jay was like, "What are you laughing at?" And I'm like, "This is it's old school, and it's one of my favorite movies now."
So I agree. It's one of those laugh from front to beginning to end, but it wasn't like a Saturday Night Live skit movie. Like the laughs were placed well enough that the story flows good too. Like you're
It
also
wasn't a one joke movie.
yeah, it wasn't.
Right.
Yeah, it
flowed well,
wasn't.
right.
It was different jokes hitting at all the right times, and like it was a good story as well as a great
And
comedy.
let's take a visit back to the old High West Bourye and the Diesel Worthy Fool. Which, to be fair, I picked simply because of his name.
Guys, this drink for me, I love this. I'm almost empty over here. I mean, this is going down easy.
That's not a shocker for you.
Are you saying I have a problem?
No.
The floral still hitting. I really like the deeper complex part of it because for a lower proof, I feel like it's still got a complex
Yes,
flavor.
I think
Sure.
for the part. I think that's sort of plus.
Go ahead, Mikey.
Say to Grunk's point, the chill is good. To me, cold is better. Like right now, take the key. This is excellent.
By the way, I haven't said the price of this.
Oh yeah, you
Okay.
have not.
It's $125.
Oh,
It's a limited release. And the funny thing is, I went into local liquor store, Red Wagon, and I wasn't
Shout out
looking,
Red Wagon.
I wasn't looking for this. I was looking for something else, and I was just sitting there. I'm like, I've been trying to get a Bourye for 3 years to try it, and I was just sitting there, and I got it at retail. So, if it was a everyday production, is it worth $125 to me? No, probably not. But to be able to get it,
Yeah.
because it's a once a year release, and to be able to try it after many years not being able to try it, it's not disappointing. It's
No.
good. I will say that I like the cigar, but I like the bourbon.
I think yeah.
This cigar is it's. You talk about complexity.
So to me, it gets like it's gotten sweeter. Like to me, the ice has really brought out the sweet flavors,
Yes,
which is what I enjoy. I enjoy
Mhm.
the mapley, the sugary flavor, and for me, the cooling it down and watering it down has really brought that out.
Yeah.
But I also agree it pairs great with the cigar. Like this is a little bolder cigar, but this isn't a problem for me with this. Like these two. It cuts it for me. Like the bourbon cuts the cigar for me. It makes the cigar much more enjoyable.
Let's vote so the battery doesn't run out. Vote.
Old school.
That's it.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Championship day.
Do we
Sure.
really need to go?
Set
You
straight
know?
to it.
That's a
No.
20-point victory.
It was.
I mean,
it's a clear victory for me.
It's clear for me as well. It's one of my favorite movies. Old school.
I'm not happy about either of these movies being in the championship round. They're both fantastic, but it's clear to me that it's old school.
I'm going to jump on. I watched all 4 of the finals back to back to back to back, and old school held up.
I'm actually really torn with this because I feel like either one of them. Well done. Yeah, I mean, I'll stick with you guys. I'm gonna go old school.
All right. So in addition to this being the champion, drop a line to us about who you think the champion should be out of these.
Absolutely.
But I also want to hear your comments on this. We want to hear comments on this. We have to do a new series, and we are
Yes.
considering one of two things. We're considering doing a bracket of trilogies, and we're considering doing a bracket of sports moves.
Yes.
So let us know what you think, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks with an episode where we pick and start the seeding. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We appreciate it. Looking forward to another season with you guys. So until next time, when we discuss what's coming next, keep your sticks lit. Keep your spirits high.
Cheers.
Cheers.